Okay, so most of you already know this, but I just found out you're supposed to clean the filter when you do water changes. This big fancy filter, I thought was supposed to clean the tank, and then maybe every year or so I would have to, replace the stuff inside or something, but no, you're supposed to clean it out. So I'm going to give that a try. My brother John's somebody on Facebook mentioned that I could use like some of the goop out of their filter to help the bacteria start. Learning all kinds of stuff about fish tanks. So my brother John's going to give me some of the goop out of his tank, but I'm going to go ahead and empty this filter and see what it's like to clean it. So I've been using this bucket as sort of my water bucket, as well as putting all my fish supplies in it when I'm not doing water changes. And I still have the hose attached, all ready to go to drain this thing. And so from what I understand from watching on YouTube videos and stuff, basically you just turn off the filter and close these valves, and then you can drain you can drain this with this, and it should drain. But it's not draining, so there goes that idea. Maybe I need to like get it started or something. Get like the suction started. So here I open the end valve, and I'm going to close the end valve and see if it keeps going. No, not really. So I don't know how to drain the filter. That's that. But with both of these closed, these should pop off. And then maybe it'll drain after I take one of these off. What do you think? This is all a mystery to me. Okay. Oh, and there it goes. Hey, look at that. Now it's draining. All right. A little bit of water here. Not much. So this is turned to the closed position, and it just came right off. And it looks to me like the water is draining out of the filter. I'm going to go ahead and take the other side off. And maybe that'll I don't know, would that mess up the suction? I don't know. I've never done this before. I have no idea. But it seems, I mean, look at that. That's going pretty good. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and let it drain for a little bit. And see what happens. There can't be that much water inside this filter. You know, it's a little bit smaller than a 5-gallon bucket. So I don't know. I'm impatient. I'm taking the other part off, see what happens. Okay. Oh, all right. A little squirt of water there too, but not bad. That's what I have these towels around for, because playing with fish tanks seems to get a little bit of water around whenever I do it. Water is still coming out of here. Oh, I messed it up. Okay, water's not coming out of there anymore. I'm going to guess I need to unplug this thing to get it out of here. So that means I got to figure out which cord it is and not just flip off the whole thing. It is this cord. So I'm going to unplug that. Pull it through the hole. Everything with this filter so far has just been really easy to handle. Now it just seems, oh yeah, see, now I've started it draining again. It just seems like everything that I do with this filter is just made, whoa, okay. Except for that, everything I do with this filter is just made to be simple and easy. All right, that stops that, and I bet you I can close this off and take off this tube, and there we go. Just leave that right there. Put the filter down. All right. So the filter's off, and there's not too much water. And then I'm just going to open this thing up. It's got these nice little screw top on it. And this is the first time I've opened this filter since I first turned it on. I think when I turned it on, I did it live, so you guys could watch. But all the kids are in bed, except for Brielle, who's out doing some Christmas shopping with Mommy. And so, you know, while the wife's away, Daddy's gonna play with his fish tank. I noticed on the tank, you can't see it now because all the lights are out, but I noticed a little bit of algae starting to grow on the front of the tank. So that makes me think that something's going on that I need to pay attention to at least. So there's the top. That just comes right off. And this really doesn't look very dirty at all. I guess, from what I understand, the water goes down through these white sponges. No, it goes down to the bottom and then up through these white sponges and then back down over the top and down through this. And this little stack of stuff is where all the magic happens with the bacteria and everything else. That's really not very dirty. You know, that's actually looking pretty good in there. But I will probably rinse that out all the same. I'm just going to take that into the tub and rinse it out a little bit. It's only been about a month since I turned this thing on, maybe not even that long. And I've learned a lot in that month about what is supposed to go where and why it's supposed to go where. So this is a little, this I guess is one of the mechanical filters. And then open this up. This is supposedly where the bacteria grows, which seems to be fine. None of this is very dirty. None of this is very dirty at all. Like, I'm watching videos of other people cleaning their filters, and these things are like black. I only have a couple of fish in here, maybe like 10, I don't know. I don't remember how many we put in there. But these things are not very dirty at all. So I kind of think it's just a waste of my time. These things aren't dirty at all. So I think I'm just going to put it all back together. Maybe take this opportunity to do a little bit of a water change. But But I'm not even going to bother take all these things apart because well, this one's got a little bit of dirt in it, but not much. I mean, just some tea. It looks like maybe some food got caught up at, you know, maybe some of the food got sucked into the filter and is caught up in these sponges, which is probably what they're for, to get that food out before they get anywhere else in the filter. And this one's the same thing, just maybe a little bit of the food and stuff. But I think these things need to run for another month or two before I have to worry about cleaning them. I can't imagine I need to do this every week. I must be misinformed because I haven't done this for a month, and these things look practically spotless. Maybe when I get some real, maybe when I get a real, you know, like a real stocking in here and get some real fish in here, maybe then I'll need to do it more often. I don't know. I think this just sort of stacks back together. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go rinse out this filter in the tub, and then I'm going to put these back into there, dump this water out, get myself some treated water in here, dechlorinate it, and then just start this thing back up. Maybe, like I said, I'll do a little bit of a water change, we'll see. But yeah, hang on 1 minute while I go wash out this filter in the tub. Okay, so that's all rinsed out and sparkly clean. Let's be honest, it was pretty clean to start with. So these things, I think, just go back on the bottom here. Yeah, there we go. That goes on like that. This goes on like that. And I saw a lot of videos about how maybe you could use different media in this filter. There's all kinds of things that supposedly work a little better, or you know, allow for a little bit better bacteria growth or something. But I don't have any of that yet. So for now, I am just going to lock this thing back up and fill it back up with water and let it go again, because I don't really see that cleaning it's doing me any good. Do a couple of, tighten these down real good. So this is just a really easy filter to mess with. I don't have a lot of experience with other filters, you know. As a kid, I had some that hang on the back filters. I had that teeny little aquarium in Georgia that had a hang on the back filter, but nothing was ever as easy as this to just sucks the water out of the tank for me, puts the water back in the tank for me, drains itself. Really, I kind of wish I would have put the intake valve and the output on the other side so this hose would come straight out. So maybe at some point I'll do that to switch this around, but for now, just putting it back the way it was. Get that plug back in there. Get these snap-on connections back on. So I saw in one of the videos that they filled the canister by leaving the output off and using the input to siphon water out of the tank straight into the filter. So I'm going to give that a try, and it's working. And they said in the video to be careful and to watch to make sure it didn't come out of here. So I'm kind of trying to go a little bit slow, because last thing I want to do is flood everything over here. And I just turn this on and it goes in, and I turn it off and it stops. Okay, that sounded like it's almost full. Oh, okay. All right, now I'm going to put this back on. Make sure that's still closed. That's on real good. That's on real good. Everything's back where it's supposed to be. Now I'm going to plug the filter back in. Here we go. Okay. And, oh, what was that? Oh, it came unplugged. There we go. That's the next thing I'm going to do, is replace this outlet with the GFCI outlet. Just to make sure that everything's, first of all, that outlet is old and the socket's kind of weak. And second of all, with all this water, I'd like to have a GFCI outlet just in case. So I've got to wait 3 minutes for the filter to start. No, I don't actually, because I want to pull some more water out and do a little bit of a water change. So I changed my mind. I'm turning it back off. Which maybe will give it a chance to purge a little bit of the air. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and plug this back in. Take out some of the water if I can by opening up the input, opening up the utility valve. Look at that. Is that an easy way to drain the tank or what? I have this connection to go onto a hose, but my hose leaks. So I gotta get a new hose. And my hose isn't long enough to go out the door. But as soon as it is, this is all going straight out to the plants. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and empty this water bucket and then pump some water back into it. Okay, so I want to show you this part because I forgot to open this valve when I plugged it in before, and so it couldn't release the air. So you notice as soon as I start opening this valve, it starts bubbling out of here because that's all the extra air that's in the filter. And if I open that valve all the way, it bubbles like crazy and starts spilling out of the tank. So I'm just going to open it a little bit and let it bubble for a while. And then once it's done bubbling, I'm going to turn it on, let it run for 3 minutes to get through its whole priming sequence. And then I'm going to pump some of the dechlorinated water back in. So we'll be right back once we're done bubbling. All right, so we're back. I have added the chlorinator in there, or the dechlorinator, or whatever it is. This stuff right here, it's called Prime. I don't know, it's what they gave me at the pet store, said it was the best. And I just believed them because I don't know anything about it. So I added that in there. The tank's stopped bubbling. It's been running for a while. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in here and close the input valve and open up this valve, and the water starts going in. That's all there is to it. Now I just hope that I have more water in here than what I took out of there. If not, I've got to do another run with the bucket, and I don't have my other bucket right now. I normally do this with 2 buckets, and while this sits here, I fill up another bucket and dechlorinate it, and then pour it into here, and just kind of keep trying to run back and forth and see if I can run faster than the siphon. But there's got to be an easier way. So you can see now that the light's on, I'm starting to get some algae along here, and it's interesting because you can see where the water hits from the output of the filter and sort of makes the algae streak down the side of the glass. And same thing over here where it hits. So that made me think that something was coming out of my filter. That made me think that there was something going on inside the filter that was causing the algae. But man, I sure didn't see anything happening in that filter at all. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe there needs to be more bacteria in there in order to stop the algae growth, or I don't know. But I'm obviously going to have to get something to clean the inside of the glass with. I don't have anything yet. I thought this would work. I got this thing, and it's worthless. It's got this little metal scraper thing. I was scraping and scraping and scraping, and it wasn't doing anything to the glass at all. So I don't know what this is for, but it doesn't help me at all. So I'm going to have to go back to the store and ask her for something different. See if there isn't something that can help me get that glass clean on the inside. And it looks like I'm getting pretty full there, which is good because then this bucket's getting a little bit empty. This is just so easy. It's just so easy. I wish I had a little bit larger bucket here, you know, maybe like a big water barrel or something. But I also want it to be able to fit under there real easily, so much larger than this isn't really going to work. But I've seen some people that use the Python to fill up from their tap or whatever. Maybe that would work if I put it straight in the tank. I don't know. But that's getting pretty close to full. I don't like to see the water line, but that makes the tank really full if I don't see the water line. So I'm not quite sure what's better, to fill it all the way up so that it looks better, or to bring it down a little bit so I don't get splashing and fish jumping out and things like that. But if I get a good lid on there, maybe it won't matter. So that's what maybe I just need to get a better lid so the fish can't jump out. So maybe let it get a little bit fuller. Not much, because I am really just about out of water here. That's just about perfect. Okay. Just a teeny bit of water left in here. Okay, close that valve, open the input, and that's it. That's it. I'm going to power cycle the filter once just to let it get all the air out. But other than that, we're done, folks. That was a really unnecessary cleaning of my filter. But hey, now I know how to do it.